There we go. What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network, and we back with another reaction video. There we go, man. That left hook always take them out. Yes, it does. We up out of here today, though. We up in here today, though. I mean, we not out of here. We in here. We finna get up out of here, but before we get up out of here, we finna jump in here. If you ain't did so, make sure you tap the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button down there. Make sure you become a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia by hitting that subscribe button down there at the bottom. Hit that notification bell at the top. Say tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on. You ain't did that, make sure you do that. We're in my little office today. See my son got his artwork up there, you feel me? So make sure he get his shine, you know what I'm saying? Got all kind of little arts and books and all kind of stuff. For those of y'all who don't know, y'all see that the bookshelf has gotten a lot more full. A lot more full. You feel me? Y'all remember when it was empty? We don't drink no wine in this. We just smoke a gang of weed, so that's probably gonna just be covered up with kids' artwork. But you see the kids' books is getting more and more full. So yeah, that's always a good win. Shout out to kids who read and kids that don't need. Kids that read and never be a kid in need. A kid that read is never a kid in need. Either way it go though, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button, share that content. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Trap News Network, TRAPNEWSNETWOR. That's Trap News Network. And find me on all streaming platforms. Rich Trapper, Game 6. Rich Trapper, I'm better off without you. Rich Trapper, Worth More Than Money. And my two new singles, Start From Scratch and A Nightmare Before Christmas, are both out now. Excuse me, y'all, I'm tired. This is my 4th video of the day. It's January 1st. So yeah, we giving y'all new content. Y'all slide over to my Instagram page. Y'all can see how many days I'm finna go without repeating the same pair of shoes. So slide over to my Instagram and check that out. And if you ain't heard, yeah, we doing a monthly giveaway. We doing that at the end, the last day of every month. We giving away $25, might be $50, $25 though, to the monthly's bet, to the best comment of the month. So if you had a fire comment this month, if it made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me wonder, it made me think, it made me ponder, or it was just a fire comment that fit into the video and all that kind of stuff, yeah, man, you can win $25, man. We'll send it to your Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, whatever you got, I got. So we'll make sure we get that to you. You feel me? The easiest of calls, the easiest of calls. I think that's it. If I forgot something, y'all know the scoop. But we finna jump into this Kantiana real quick. For those of y'all who don't know, we got Dubs. Dubs is, I guess he does reaction videos for the brown side, you know what I'm saying, for what the Mexicans got going on as far as their politics. He talked a lot about Mexican politics, and he made a video saying that Sureños were basically active, and let me make sure I quote this correctly. Hold on, it says Southern Arrogance out of Sureños and Southsider. So they saying basically how the Mexicans thought that they was kind of running things within the county jail system or the jail system and all that kind of stuff. And then you got Cartoon from Fire Trade Avalon speaking his piece on that, which I haven't seen, but I do need to watch that because now you got you got Dubs reacting to Cartoon. Basically, Am I thinking about it correctly? I think they're talking about who runs the jail system, whether it be the blacks or the Mexicans. But either way it go, without no further ados or don'ts, we finna slide into this content, man. We finna find out together. No, I'm tired. Words are hard. I don't even know what I was finna say. Either way it go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So let's get right to the video. This video right here is in response to Cartoon 5 Trade. Cartoon 5-3. You guys go ahead and check out the video. If I can, I will try to remember to put the link right there that we can go and click on the video I'm talking about. So I talked about how my belief that with the Southern Arrogance video I did, okay, he responded to my Southern Arrogance video. And I have to say that he earned a lot of respect from me. Not because he agreed with me.
That's always a positive way to start the video, man, especially when you're talking about black and brown relations. But let's keep going.
But because he kept it real according to his experience. That's what this is all about, right? When people get on here and they talk about their experience, if their experience is different than yours, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. But they actually experienced it. Now,
that's true. Just because I experience something, don't mean that you experience something. Just because you experience something, don't mean I experience something. We could be standing in the same line waiting to see the same movie, and we're going to see two totally different things standing in that line. So I can respect that.
Cartoon said he had a C number. That's an OG number. And he's right. I did get busted in the early 90s. Actually, I hit the joint itself. I left the county. I hit the joint itself in 1994, to be exact.
So even too with that, man, we're not gonna be disrespectful because I'll be looking at my analytics. A lot of y'all around my age. In 1994, I was 4 years old. So when that man was walking prison lines, I was playing with Power Rangers, Mighty Morphins. You feel me? So we gonna definitely show that love and respect, and we gonna politic this one appropriately without no disrespect for sure, for sure. It ain't like we talking about never mind. We gonna show love to Dubs though. We ain't finna show love to that other guy. He's a weirdo.
And I think a lot of people he caught some heat. You know, he caught some heat. I saw that at least one other black content creator disagreed with him. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the title and I was like, it's unfortunate that people are not listening with their ears and processing with their mind. What happens is in these type of topics, these type of subjects, a lot of people want to listen with their ears and process it through their ego. Whenever you got your ego saying what's right and wrong, believe me, it's steering you the wrong way. I think Cartoon got it. I think Cartoon got what I was saying. I think a lot of people got what I was saying, but for those that didn't, I want to make this clear. When Cartoon, and he agreed, and I didn't listen, Cartoon didn't agree with everything I said, just like I don't agree with everything he said. And let me get to that first of all. The thing that I didn't agree with, and I didn't see the whole video, it was a very long video, but I saw at least 20 minutes of it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I ain't watch Cartoon video neither. That shit was hella long, and I was like, it's gonna be like a 2-hour long reaction.
Right, at least. And Cartoon had talked about how from the shoulders that one black can take on 2 or 3 of any other ethnicity, right?
Now, this is what I will say. Starting off, and I say this in my younger days, when I first hit the LA County Jail, I was a fresh 18. Hit the Twin Towers, hit OCJ, sent me out to Wayside, you feel me? Pitches Detention Center, you feel me? The old road. If you know, you know. But when I hit Wayside, and it was my first time I went to Supermax, like dorm 724, you feel me? And I remember as soon as I hit the dorm, an older dude told me, an older black dude, I forget where bro was from, but I told him it was my first time being locked up. I told him where I was from, Wooty Bam, blah, blah, got my little phase out the way, blah, blah, blah. And he told me that there was some tensions going on with the Mexicans. And he told me that at my size, which is a lot smaller than what I am now, I was expected. My bad, y'all. The phone died, the iPad died. I had to switch to the phone real quick. Let's get back to
and one black can take
now,
2 or 3 of 8.
Back to what I was saying, though. He told me that I was expected to be able to squabble at least 2, maybe 3 Mexicans. You feel me? That's what was expected of me. So in my mind right now, this ain't no shot at nobody. This ain't no disrespect. This is just how my mind works. You feel me? If you feel disrespected, maybe you should be mad at your own way of thinking. But at my size now, with what I know I got going on and all that kind of stuff and Wooty Bam and all that kind of stuff, yes, it is expected of me to be able to confidently handle 2 or 3 Mexicans stepping into the county jail system, for sure. That is what is expected of me as a black man walking into the LA County jail system. Now, you can sit there and be mad. You can say this, you can say that, you can say the whole Wooty Bam and that and the other. All that doesn't matter. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is what is expected of me. And what is expected of me is to be able to handle my, to be able to handle my BI. You feel me? My good BI. And the reason why that's expected of me is because, yeah, blacks are bigger. I ain't gonna call it like that, but yeah, low-key, the blacks are stronger. We have the physical size advantage. We have, the speed and all that kind of stuff and all this and all that. If you don't really like it and you don't feel it, you feel like I'm being biased, that's cool. That's cool. You feel me? I ain't mad at you. I ain't saying you wrong. I ain't saying I'm right, but I'm saying that's what's expected of me. And I'm saying that when it comes time to politics, those politics are expected to be handled as such. You know what I'm saying? So that's that.
How? From the shoulders that one black can take on 2 or 3 of any other ethnicity, right? And I don't agree with that. And I don't agree with it because anyone who went through the California Youth Authority saw that raza and blacks did go head up. Blacks didn't win every fight. Mexicans didn't win every fight. Not everyone is, because of your race, you're automatically gonna win. At all. So if a dude is losing,
now that's true too. Just because you're race don't mean nothing. You feel me? It's winners and losers in all shapes and sizes. So that's definitely something that we could all agree to. Something that we can all agree to. But I'm telling you what's expected of me. You feel me?
head up.
Just like Cartoon is telling you what's expected of him. So the same person who hollered at me must have hollered at Cartoon. Or maybe I got the little homie and Cartoon was talking to the big homie, and then, you know, it came down to me to be talking to the little homie.
How is that dude gonna turn around and beat up? You know what I'm saying? Now, are there Mexicans that could take on 2 or 3 of a different ethnicity and win? Yes. Are there blacks that can? Yes. Are there Asians that can? Yes. Are there whites that can? Yes. But to make it seem as if every one of them can, that's when I was like,
I don't know, Dubs. I kind of agree with Cartoon. I ain't saying every one of them, but if we keep it in black and white, we expect it. You feel me? But I've heard a lot of Southsiders on YouTube say that they don't get a blacks no fair ones because look how big y'all are. You feel me? He was like, blacks. One dude said, man, blacks are born with 6 packs. The black dudes come out the womb and they got 6 packs and muscles and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we smaller, blah, blah. So we stab them, we jump and all that. I heard that come out of one of your people's mouth. So it seemed like we all kind of saying the same thing for different reasons.
but I don't think he meant every one of them. Now, Cartoon talked about
I don't think he meant every one, but I would assume that he's talking about black and white statistics for sure.
He noticed throughout his prison career that the youngsters coming in were not eager to pick up a knife. He said that they were scary. If you go back to my Pelican Bay video, you'll see where I said, what did I say? The only ones that did not run were the OGs. Same thing Cartoon said in his video. They were going to get busy. The OGs were going to get busy. The OGs are extremely and vastly outnumbered. And this is what I was talking about when I talked about the waves. Those OGs are going to be front line. What's left after that? That's what I was talking about. But the most important thing that I was talking about, and what it seems went over people's heads, and I think it was the most important part, hopelessness. Not just hopelessness, but a lack of self-worth. I'm not putting my people down. My people, Raza have heart and balls that drag, right? But the reality is, a lot of Raza, when they hit the joint, they have this idea in their head of what is supposed to happen. They are willing to pick up a knife and lose their freedom like that to prove something. They're bred that way. Are every one of them bred that way?
Now that's what I will say. I ain't gonna say like I ain't never seen no blacks get jiggy with the knife play, but every good stabbing story I've ever witnessed in the jail system, it was the Mexicans. Every good story. You feel me? I've seen a couple black dudes. But every story worth telling involved the Mexicans, for sure, for sure.
Yes. Do all of them actually have that? No. But the majority do. And let's just understand, are every one of them bred that way? Yes. Do all of them actually have that? No. But the majority do. And let's just understand.
I can agree to that. The majority of Mexicans will stab your stupid ass the fuck up, for sure.
It's the mindset. That's not a put down to blacks or anyone else. The fact that you have in your mind, even in that type of place, in that type of environment, you have some kind of hope within you to say, man, I would like to go home. Like I'll get down with them, but ain't that serious. Well, you know what that means? You got some hope in you still. But that other dude, the one I was talking about, he only cares and pays attention to what's inside of those motherfucking walls.
Hey, and those are the most dangerous people, man. The dudes that only know 2 times a day, nighttime and daytime. It's only 2 types of weather. Either it's cloudy because the lights is off, but it's always sunny. You want to be wary of them dudes. You want to be very wary of them dudes.
He's willing to kill under the gun. You know when Cartoon said, Dudes were scared to perform under the gun. They didn't want to get shot. Everyone knows when the Southerners get into a battle on the yard, they go, there's a wave, boom. Everybody gets down. What do? Hey, you good over there? You good over there? And then a crowd will jump up and rush, back out. Another crowd will get up and rush. The Mini 14 isn't going to stop anything until they...
That is something I've also witnessed to be true. When the Mexicans is on go, they don't stop until whoever is leading their charge tell them to stop, or they're physically unable to continue.
They say, all right, well, that's done. And it's usually when a raza gets killed by a cop, when they sit. Unfortunately, the Pelican Bay one, Sharky was...
Right, exactly what
and
I
it's
said.
Usually when a raza gets killed. Mini 14 isn't going to stop anything until they say, all right, well, that's done. And it's usually when a raza gets killed by a cop, when they sit. Unfortunately, the Pelican Bay one, Sharky was unfortunately killed right at the beginning of the riot, and they kept going and going and going. At no time do I ever tell these stories to glorify any one faction, any one group, or prison itself. My video had more to do, that arrogance is a mindset. And that mindset, the root of it is hopelessness, man. A lack of self-worth.
If you missing the message that this dude is giving you, it's pretty understandable. It's pretty understandably universal. All it is just don't get caught up in your ego. And a person caught up in their ego 9 times out of 10 is a person that's pretty much lost all hope. That's why the only thing you have left to hold on to is your ego.
You know, we call it heart, and it is. It takes a lot of heart to do those things, but it also means you don't care about yourself. Cartoon saying them dudes want to go home. Okay, well then they should have stayed on the streets, first of all, because, and I talk about this a lot too, you can't be half-assing shit. If you are out there criming it right now, but you know, and ask yourself, if you're criming it right now, ask yourself, are you willing to perform underneath a Mini 14 rifle 20 feet away, take somebody to the dirt with a knife in your hand, knowing he might blow your brains out? If your answer right now is, nah, I ain't willing to do that, stop criming it. Go to school. Stop criming it. Get a job. Stop doing drugs. Stop being in the criminal lifestyle, in the drug lifestyle. Stop all that. Because what happens is, if you already know in your heart you are not willing to do that, you are not that extreme, you're moving into someone's house who is that extreme. And if they see that weakness...
Hey, hear what he just said. If you know that you ain't turned up like that, you finna become roommates with somebody who's all the way turned up like that. So you might want to sit down and, as he said, stop criming it, big dog. Relax and chill.
They might turn around and have to whack you. But you knew the whole time. You weren't cut out for it. These are kind of like the things that I was trying to do, but I'm trying to be, you know, this time I'm being a little bit more blunt. It's not a bad thing to not be a killer. Believe me. Killers ain't making money, man. I mean, they make a little money in the joint here and there. What they...
But nah, killers ain't making no real money, big dog. That's
spending it on. Where's the happy ending? Where's the fairy tale ending in that? So you ain't a killer, but you're a businessman. You ain't a killer, but you're an entrepreneur. You stay out here, you get a beautiful woman, make some beautiful kids, travel this beautiful world. What's wrong with that? That don't make you a less of a man whatsoever. I told a story a long fucking time ago about an OG that was a new foursome with me. This dude had been gelling it since the 70s, man. This dude was extremely well respected, had a lot of juice. He was sitting on the yard one day by himself. I went and sat next to him. He's watching the yard, and he said, it don't take a man to be in prison. I was a young child. I was like, what? I didn't expect that from this guy. I said, what? He said, you don't got to be a man to be in prison, homie. If you're a killer, they got a place for you. If you're a gang member, they got a place for you. If you're a coward, they got a place for you, homie. There's a place for everybody in prison. He said, there's something in us that we can't make it out there. Real men are on the fucking streets, homie. This is coming from somebody.
That's real. Real men are on the streets taking care of their families, handling their responsibilities, being platform, you know what I'm saying, doing what they got to do so the people around them can stand on their shoulders. That's for sure what real men are outside doing. Definitely.
Extremely well respected. A history of putting in work. And he's saying you don't have to be a man to be in prison because they got a place for you. So I'm telling you that story to tell you, be a man. Take care of your family. Get yourself right so that you can take care of everyone else around you the right way.
That's real.
You can be that positive example. Once again, shout out to Cartoon for that video. I appreciated that. They had told me about it the other day. Hey, did you see that video he did? And I didn't see it. I didn't. You know, the holidays and everything going around. But I was like, ah, shit, somebody else talking shit about me. I checked it out and I was like, oh, shit. He kept it real. I respect that. And again, anyone who's saying that he's siding with the Mexicans, he's not. He's understanding the mentality is different.
And again, I will say this so I can make sure I say it clearly. The mentality of the Mexicans within the jail system that I've seen as far as California is concerned is entirely different. The discipline is different. The politics is different. The rules are different. Personally, I could never, I ain't gonna say I could never, because I could do what I want to do. I could do everything I can set my mind to. So let me rephrase that. I'm glad that I've never had to run a program as strenuous as the one that the Southsiders run, because they got rules and shit. The blacks, we kind of just do what we want to do as long as we stay in this general parameter of not fucking up, we good. The Mexicans, straight line, straight line, straight line. And if you swerve, you might get your dumb ass stabbed up. So yeah, whereas the blacks is more so, you know, just as long as what you do don't fuck over what the next man got going on, you all right. But the Mexicans, boy, I play it like this. I seen one dude one time, two quick stories. Two times I seen one was disrespect, and I'm still cool with this dude. He was a shot caller for the Mexicans, so I ain't gonna say his name, but we was playing cards. Well, we wasn't playing cards. They was playing cards, but the blacks was playing cards at their table, and the Mexicans playing cards at their table. We was not playing cards together, so let me make sure I throw that clear. The Mexicans was playing cards at their table, and one of the dudes was talking, and he told the dude to suck his dick. And I remember, like, I kind of heard it. He said it in Spanish, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, shit. And I remember I got up and I went to the phone. I put my back on the phone. I was talking to my mama. I had my back against the wall. I was talking to the phone, and they all swarmed on old boy, and it looked like they was jumping him, but in real life, and bro bled out, and he died right there on that in that day room floor in Wayside in Supermax. Bro died on that day room floor. Sure did, and that shit was crazy. I don't even want to tell the other stories. The other story is pretty much similar to that, but yeah, man, it's a different type of discipline. I'll say this, though. The other story was about the dude. He was supposed to be the night owl. The night owl is a person who stays up all night while everybody else is asleep. And he kind of like watching the door. This nigga fell asleep, cuz. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes put on that boy. And then they made that nigga do like 1,300 burpees and some crazy ass shit afterwards. It was wild.
He kept it real. I respect that. And again, anyone...
But I say all that to say, that's how strenuous the Mexicans are about their level of discipline, whereas the blacks, yeah, you'll get beat up, yeah, you might get stabbed up and all that, but it kind of take a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? The blacks got more leeway, more room to kind of wiggle around, whereas the Mexicans kind of got to walk that fine line.
Who's saying that he's siding with the Mexicans, he's not. He's understanding the mentality is different. And it is. I can tell you, I've seen hits go down. And I'm not going to say what group, but I've seen hits go down on the yard. Rasta from Southern California were doing a hit, and other groups, there was another group walking by and righteously ran like, oh, fuck. Like, fool, you're not getting whacked. What you running for? That guy should have never been in prison. And I saw him multiple times. Like, where we're at, if you're standing there and somebody gets whacked next to you, we all know. No sudden movements. Get up, walk away. You don't run. You don't bring the Hura's attention. You're gonna fuck around and get hit for fronting some.
You don't do nothing that draws attention to that situation. You don't do absolutely nothing that draws attention to that situation. You just continue on about your merry little way. You feel me?
Yeah. We all know. No sudden movements. Get up.
And he just said it, but I was finna say it too, because that type of shit, you run and you get the police attention, now they want to stab your stupid ass for getting them caught.
Walk away. You don't run. You don't bring the Huda's attention. You're going to fuck around and get hit for fronting somebody off.
Mm-hmm.
But I just said that because when Cartoon says people were scared, I seen it. Wasn't even your people getting moved on and you and ran. Like, what the fuck? Like, we laughed about it, but like damn, homie, that bought the, how does he live that down? Did his Sally see that? But anyways, I just wanted to acknowledge Cartoon and tell him thank you for that. Thank you for keeping it real. And just to remind people that want to think or want to process everything through their ego and through their heart. The ego ain't your friend. And why would you get mad anyways about a prison story?
Right.
You're on the streets, man. Get that money. With that said, everybody, please be safe, be smart. Tell the ones you love that you love them. Also have a happy.
All right, man, we up out of here with that one. But that's real, though. You on the streets. Why you mad at the YouTube, man? Chill out. Go pop a op or something like that if you that turned up. If not, go enjoy your life in this free world that we live in. But with that all being said, man, everything that Dub said, I 100% agree with the exception of what I agree with Cartoon about. But who would have thought that the black guy agreed with the black guy when it came to the black guy stuff? But don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. That's what they going to say. I'm racist anyway, so whatever. Either way it go, though, make sure you show some likes, make sure you show some loves, make sure you show some comments, some shares, and all that kind of stuff. Give a big shout out to Dubs, man. That was an amazing video. I think I'm gonna do more reactions. I like the way Dubs kind of present what he got going on, so probably get some more of his content in. Make sure you show a lot of love to Dubs. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you give his page all the love that it deserves, man, because we always want to show love to where we get these videos from. So again, big shout out to that, man. Also, shout out to Cartoon, because without Cartoon, it wouldn't have been nothing for Dubs to talk about as far as that back and forth. So we make sure we give our love to Cartoon, Fine Trade from Avalon as well. Make sure we show that OG some love too, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell at the top. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on. Make sure you become a part of this rich trapper mafia by hitting that subscribe button. Find us on Instagram, Trap News Network, TRAPNEWSNETWOR. X, that's Trap News Network. You can find me on all streaming platforms. Rich Trapper, Game 6. Rich Trapper, I'm Better Off Without You. Rich Trapper, A Nightmare Before Christmas. And my 2 new singles, Start From Scratch and No, I said A Nightmare Before Christmas already. I'm tired. Y'all make sure y'all get on that, though. Remember, best comment of the month, get $25. You might bump it up to 50, but leave your comments, so we can make sure we get that going up and all that kind of stuff. And before I get up out of here, like we always do at the end of every video, y'all be safe and free Avenue Angel until you free, man. We go on to the next one.